So guys, it's been a minute since I a story, and today we want to talk I want to give a story of how naive I was when I was a virgin. I'll give you a story twingi, but let me give you this particular story. So when I was in high school, ulikuwa unajua mkienda out like funkies, you need to come back to school, give people stories of how you met a boyfriend, how you, from this certain school, you know, ilikuwa inafanya ukae mjanjez. So mimi tumeenda funky, I meet this guy. Alikuwa amemaliza high school, so he was not in high school, he was not in school, he was good looking, alikuwa na to trade, unajua vile vitu zinatuhangaisha tukua high school. So we exchanged numbers. I went back to school, and there napigia watu moshene, oh, I met this guy, he's too cute, blah 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 blah. I would love to see him right now. I don't know if he was cute, but in my mind back then he was cute. So shule kuna watu walikuwa nasnikisha simu. Wamesnikisha simu, naomba simu, nampigia, we kept on communicating. I remember there is a time he even told me nikifunga shule niende Nakuru. And I was naive, I was innocent, I've been brought up in a very strict, you know, family. I wouldn't dare do that. So mimi nikamwambia no, this wouldn't happen. So I cleared high school and we are still in touch. Immediately I cleared high school, I went to act at Kenya National Theatre, and so we went to perform in Nakuru. Me I call this guy, you know, sasa nimeenda perform theater, KNT, tuko na freedom, my mom is not there, hakuna mtu wa kunichunga, it's my life. I remember hata sikuwa nimefikisha, nilikuwa 18 but I had not taken my ID, I had just turned 18 niki-act. So hakuna mtu ananiuliza. So I said, let me call this guy. This guy is like, kuja unitembele kwetu, alikuwa anaishi Langa. There's a place in Nakuru called Langa. Na huyo mimi tumeenda tumemeet. Sali alikuwa anaishi kwao, so unajua bila watu tengwa compound kwao. So alinipitisha, walikuwa na rentals na hataki wazazi wake pia waone ameingisha deni. So nikapitishiwa mlango ya nyuma ya rentals. Kanyumba ndo wako, kuna kakitanda, kuna kiti. So unajua bila tu matalii that young age unatengenezwa nyumba. In the chair couch kulikuwa na manguo mingi sana. So mimi nikataka kusongesha manguo nikae chini. And the guy was like, no, just come and sit on bed. I'm like, okay. I was so innocent. I didn't even think of, you know, anything. So me, innocently as I was, I went, sat down on that bed. I have this short dress, tight. I think hizo ndo crop tops za squeeze, but kalikuwa kahood nimeba. So innocent, so simple. I'm seated there, and then this guy comes, sits there, and yekelea mkono hapa. So I'm like, what are you trying to do in my mind? And then I'm like, namtoa. You know, I was innocent. If you never met a virgin, then you don't know. Then I'm there, he's trying to kiss me. I'm like, no, I've never tried doing this, don't do this. I'm trying to tell him I'm a virgin, I can't do this. He's there telling me to be. So he's there telling me it's alright, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, no, I can't do this. I became so uncomfortable, and I was like, I did not come here to do this. I've never tried doing this. I'm not, in my mind I had promised myself I'm gonna get married. What? A virgin. So I knew I'm not going to do this at this particular time. I knew this is not what I came for, and it was time to go home. And then this guy tells me, you know, and you're quite innocent, sometimes it's bad. I'm telling this guy I need to go back to a hotel because kesho we have to perform. And he goes like, uku gari is isha, you can't even go home. Na ni kuriski sana. Hata siwezi kukuzindikisha because ni kuriski sana. Huko saa 2 ikifika hakunanga matatu. So I'm there thinking, oh God, so what will I do? And I'm asking him, what will I do? And he's like, you'll just sleep here, nothing will happen. Kesho asubuhi uamke uende. I was like, okay, fine. Then mimi ni nani? Nililala hadi na jumper. Nilingia kwa hiyo bed hadi na hiyo jumper. So I'm there sleeping. The guy's there touching me all over. I'm like, no, you can't do this. I'm trying to explain to him. I thought he would understand. I am a virgin. I've never tried doing this. And I'm not doing this. I knew if I want to break my virginity, I will do it when I'm married. That's how I thought. So he's there trying to touch me and everything. I'm like, no, this is not going to happen. This is not happening today, and it's not. He's forcing. But sometimes for this in the ujili. I don't know. Juu unaweza hata ripo easily sana. Ukienda kwa mwanaume, me always, let me tell you the truth, at least from my experience. Usienda kwa mwanaume because as in if you know you're a virgin, don't even dare. If you know you don't want to, you know, okay, in short, if you're a virgin, don't stare. Wanaume sometimes. So he's there trying to touch me and everything. Nimekataa. Ananivuruta tight, shakatika. Na mimi navuruta hivi because me and you, I'm not doing this, by the way. Tukasumbuana. It's never happened. Anashika hivi. By the text zangu hapa yote ilikuwa imekatika yote. So the guy gets mad and clicks. Akageuka the other side. Akalala. Then at 5 I didn't even sleep. I was so scared. I even thought probably you can have sex with someone when they are sleeping and they won't notice. So sikuweza kulala. Mimi 5 ikafika. Sally akaniamsha. Akaniambia twende anizindikishe. Imagine kutoleshwa kwa kina Charlie 5 AM and then he's mad because I never accepted anything. Dogi zao ndo zikaamua leo ni ile siku ya kupiga kelele. So akaniambia kwanza nirudi kwa nyumba afungie dogi ndo wazazi wasitoke. And that's how that was my first experience like kwenda kwa Charlie when I was a virgin. At least it's never happened. Most of you have requested to know how it went down from my previous story, and I had decided, since nimetembea kwa Charlie and I was a virgin and it was not a good ordeal, I did not experience a good ordeal, and nikasema try tena kwenda kwa Charlie. So I became this good girl. I joined Kole. There was a site called To Go. Yeah? Matiang'i kids hamtajua To Go. To Go ilikuwa more of a dating site, more of a socializing site. I don't know what kind of site it was, but what we used to do, you chat kwa chat rooms, mnasikizana na mtu mna chat. Watu wengi kaa uko Nairobi chat na watu wenye wako Nairobi kaa uko Kiambu hivyo. So ukichat na mtu mnaweza enda private, mwanza kuchat private. So I met this guy. I was in Kole. This guy was in UN Kabete campus. And I used to go to Kabete campus sana. So we started chatting kando, nikamwambia vile mimi kuja hapo Kabete na kujanga salon hapo Kabete campus ndani, and we decided let's meet. So I met this guy and we started being good friends. He would come cause salon ilikuwa ya auntie yangu, angekuja nikibomolewa nywele asaidia auntie kunibomoa. In my auntie's eyes zilikuwa on my case. So alikuwa ananiambia huko campus siku zuri, and I know you're very innocent, staki wewe go na vijana wa campus. So my aunt was very strict. So this guy, we became good friends. Akatry to befriend my auntie, but I opened up nikamwambia, you know what, I'm not gonna visit you. Hakuwa anaishi hostel, alikuwa anaishi nje. Nikamwambia I'll never visit you because I'm a virgin and I once visited a guy and the ordeal was not good. So staki kukutesa ama tukosane. So this guy, the time he heard I'm a virgin, he was so much into me. Not because he wanted me, I'm sure, but because probably he wanted that, experience. So we became good friends. Tukazoeana kabisa. I remember I then started visiting him and he never did anything. He was a very nice guy and he was doing this kuningisha box. So mimi yo nimeenda kwake mara ya kwanza, mara ya pili, tumemaliza like 2 months, tumejuana. Third month sasa ameanza kuniambia no, this is too much, like let's try and do it. I mean nothing will happen. Anaanza kuningisha box, namwambia no, I have to wait until I get married. So I remember one day my kuzo was a bit older than me. Akaniambia unajifanyanga aje mjinga? Kwani what is it? So a big deal. You've been there nini. I was so scared. Nikamwambia kuzangu me, I'm not going to try this. Akaniambia then you're going to lose that boyfriend because hakuna taleta kukubali ati anangoja muoane ndo you try your first experience. So mimi nikasema should I try? I was just resistant. This one day I went to campus kama kawaida and this guy came. Akaniambia twende tutembee kwake. It was around 6 PM. So he tells me twende tutembee kwake. As usual, I used to go there and nothing happens. But now this time my cousin is telling me unajifanya mjinga, amekuwa kunichocha. So nikasema niende tu leo. So we went at around 6 and unfortunately hakukuwa stima. So this guy tells me, so you come leo to chill kwa kitanda. As foolish as I was, I went. But at that time, I wouldn't say I was foolish. I kind of wanted to try, but I was resistant. I kind of felt like, kwenye mimi ndo mjinga kwa society, that peer pressure. So nikasema, let me just go and try. And tukae naye kwa bed. So tuko hapo, we're starting to, romance, kissing, everything. And the guy tries to have sex with me. Now, each time sisumbui sana, but I'm still not accepting it. So namwambia, no, this won't happen. But you see, we are romancing. I'm a human being. I'm kinda horny. So this guy akaniambia, let's try it. I won't hurt you. Trust me, it will be smooth. Blah 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 blah. I'm like, okay, we can try, but kindly be, gentle. So we're there. Actually, he didn't tell me you're going to try. Remember, we started kissing. Why am I even saying this? Okay, anyway, life is never that serious. So aliniambia kichwa tu. Kidogo. I felt pain and I screamed. Nikapiga nduru, and then he was like, what's up? No, it's so painful. Me, I'm not going to try this. Like, I felt that pain. Is that what people say sex is fun? It's not even fun. It's so painful. I'm not trying it. So I can give up, but he was like, let me try first step. So kutakuwa na another step. Like, I told my cousin I've tried it and I'm scared. I don't know. I've never tried this. I'm just scared it happened, but kidogo tu nikasikia uchungu. My cousin akaniambia kuna kitu bado umefanyiwa. You need to go there like 2-3 times. No, at least once wacha kusikia uchungu. So me, Letali akaniambia, come back, we try it and I'll be gentle. I went the second time. The second time, he was gentle, but again, I felt pain. I couldn't stand it. That time, we decided, you know what, let's try it. And this time, I'm going to feel pain and nitavumilia. So we tried it. I felt the pain na nikavumilia. That's how my nini ya kuolewa nikuwa virgin ilipotea. So guys, from that day, mimi ndo nilikuwa natafuta huyo chali. I know, right? Me no nilikuwa namtafuta. But as we say, things happen, and the one who breaks your virginity is not the one who's gonna marry you. So that's how it happened. And that's how my virgin chronicle in the end. The reason sometimes I open up into my personal life, I know not everyone would open up to such and give stories about their personal life. It's not because I'm shy. It's not because I regret a thing. I don't regret a single thing I've done into my life. Whether nimekosea in the past, whether I don't, because I know we do things to learn. Most time what we say, ma'am, we learn from other people's mistakes. No. Most of the time we learn from our own mistakes. But especially the young girls, young people, if mnaweza sikiza learn from such mistakes, yeah? Maybe you're there and you say, me, I want to get married when I graduate. Wacha nikwambie, watu wengi watakwambia ni ufala, si ufala. Stand with what you want. Maybe because of peer pressure, na watu kufanya nione nikiwa mjinga, watu kufanya nione like I don't, run in this society, ilifanya ni dream yangu ya what I wanted, ended that wastage. So for me to share my life experience, my life stories, is I know naweza kosa ku encourage mtu moja, naweza kosa naweza kosa ku encourage watu mia, but mtu tu moja learn from me. And for young girls, don't fall into peer pressures. Najua zinakuanga mingi sana. If you want to get married ukuwa virgin, it's possible, very very possible. By the way, just stand still, simama na msimamo wako, no matter what people say, no matter what people do in campus, in colleges, high schools. Don't fall into peer pressures. Wewe simama tu na msimamo wako, and in future you will be grateful. So that's why sometimes I open up and share a lot of my life experience, because I know I did not learn from other people's mistakes. I've learned from my own mistakes, but I would love someone else to learn from my mistake, or rather someone else's mistake, but not their mistakes. Have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday, and more stories coming. Keep it tuned here. Bye guys.